Hi there, it's Christine. I'm back again with another process video for my October Daily 2019 mini album. And this is the last video in this series. It's the second half of my album where I'm doing the embellishing. In my previous three videos, I was just kind of doing the prep work and then doing the first half of the album with the embellishing. So this is the last half, and it's a big half. It has a lot of Halloween themed events and of course Halloween Day. So there's quite a lot of photos and pages. In total, my album held 31 page protectors, and the first video that I did that was posted a few days ago, I was doing the first 11, I think, page protectors, and so this video is doing the 20 page protectors. So I'm sorry for the length of this video. I don't usually go over 20 minutes because I know a lot of people don't really like that, but hopefully you'll stick it out till the end. That's where the good stuff is. Anyway, you'll see my kids all dressed up trick-or-treating. So in this video, I just continued on from where I left off. I'm just again making use of those embellishments that I had already placed in pockets, and then I'm just using the sticker sheets to add a little extra something something. These two photos are from a 5K race that I did with my friend. It was 80s themed, so it was a lot of fun to dress up, and I just kind of put a few little embellishments, puffy stickers, and stars there. So this card I pulled out of the pocket, and I didn't even notice that all the embellishments that I had previously picked kind of like slid out and are just sitting there at the top of the screen. So I kind of just did my own thing and I like how it turned out. It's super simple, and as mentioned before, I really like that pink and orange combination. So I kind of just wanted to let that shine through. I love that sticker heart that says I love you so much it's scary. I've used that quite a few times in this album. And that's the thing about using one collection, is that elements kind of do repeat. So things that are sticking out that are repeating lots are the words eek, mwahaha, and boo, boo to you, and all that stuff. So those are used quite a few places, and it doesn't really bother me. Normally it bothers me when things are repeated in a layout, words especially, I mean, that are repeated in a layout, but in a mini album it doesn't bother me as much. So I had two 3x4 page protectors back to back with a tag in between. So I am staggering the tab. I'm putting one tab towards the top, or sorry, the first tab at the bottom, just because it matched with the embellishments a bit better. And then the following page protector, I'm putting the tab on the top right hand side. And I also have two photos in this pocket, so I'm putting them back to back with a tab on the top. So it's pretty tab heavy, and I'm not really sure I love that, but it just gets the job done and shows the viewer of the album that it's kind of more interactive, that there is two photos, one's just hidden in behind, and when I use the tiny attacher, I'm still able to pull that out. I'm not using the stapler through the card and photo, I'm just using it on the page protector itself. So I had a white border on this 4x6, but I didn't crop the photo properly, and so it was a little bit bigger than I wanted it to be. It was covering a lot of the pattern paper, so I just trimmed off the border and just made it a little bit smaller and attach that on, and use a cute sticker that's in pumpkin patch and a chipboard piece with a super cute jack-o'-lantern, and call that good. A little bit later on I will add another puffy sticker jack-o'-lantern onto there just to add a little bit more dimension and variety of embellishments, but for now it's simple and it's done, and I like that. So those photos there were of my day home. Does like a pumpkin hunt every year, and she had like so many pumpkins in her backyard. It was insane. So she took some photos that day. On the reverse side, Nora got to dress up for her dance class. It was super adorable. All the girls in their costumes dancing around, and we were able to do a little viewing. I also got a picture there of her just by herself in her Cinderella dress. My girls had so many opportunities to wear so many different costumes this year. So I love that in this album you get like a real good snapshot of all those things. Trim this photo of Nora down to 3 by 3 or just slightly smaller than 3 by 3, and then backed it on to a 3 by 4 white card, and then trim that down to 3 by 3. Just kind of lets the photo pop a little bit. And then I thought it'd be super cute to include these puffy stickers of kids in costumes, and just call that good with a little happy Halloween vellum sticker. On the reverse side, I'm adding a label and chipboard to this photo of some gifts that we made for Nora's classmates. Just a free printable that I found online, and these cute little eyeball rings. So I wanted to take a picture of that. It's Nora's first year in school, so little things like that are important to document because it's really like a first for her and for me, doing those kind of class gifts and things. Addie really wanted to dress up like Harry Potter, which, hello, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and so I could not say no to her. So we had our wands out and scarves on and a little cape. She even let me draw on a little lightning bolt, but then she freaked out. She did not like it when I actually did it, so that was interesting. Took some really cute pictures of her and just added those to the card. So I'm not doing daily photos and stories. I'm just adding, I just went through my photo roll and picked 31 stories to tell or 31 events, and that's what how I'm documenting this year. And I really loved the flexibility of doing that, and so I might even do that for December daily. It was a lot less stressful. I didn't do any planning throughout the month as to what to document. I did everything after the fact. So I'm seriously considering that for December daily because some days we have like multiple things happening and some days we have absolutely nothing. So it was really easy to do it that way. Just including some photos here. We went to a play of Curious George, with some friends, and it was a lot of fun too. Got some cute photos of the girls. And then on the back, I had a photo of myself dressed up as the Tin Man. I did another 5K this month. This was the month of 5K runs, and it was a Halloween run. So my friend Courtney dressed up as a scarecrow, and then her friends dressed up as a witch and Dorothy, and Courtney even brought her dog dressed up as a lion. It was so much fun, and I'm so glad I dressed up and committed. I'm not usually into like the makeup, but I painted my face and it just totally made the whole costume. So I loved having these photos, and yeah, it was super fun. So I added another little interactive pocket in behind that larger photo, just like group photo there in behind. I do want to go back and add pattern paper to the reverse side just to make it more attractive if someone was to pull it out of the pocket there. And I do also want to add some ribbon so that people know that that can pull out. So I'm really excited about that feature that I added this year. We also hosted a little Halloween party for Nora and Adeline and their friends whose parents are also my friends. So I'm learning, and it was a really low-key party. I just kind of turned a movie on for the kids. They dressed up. I laid out all the food and candy that they could desire, and they just ate. The parents visited, and it was just a lot of fun. So lots of photos from that. I used a 4x4 page protector, and I have like I think 5 3x4 photos in this pocket, and I'm just letting them lay loose. And again, I want to go back and add some ribbon so they're just loose in there and people can pull them out if they want. I went to the cut apart sheet and chose a card that said, if you were a ghost, you'd still be my boo, or yeah, exactly. If you were a ghost, you'd still be my boo. And I chose to back that onto a photo of Nora and her friend Lucas, who she absolutely adores. So I thought that was super cute. And then this photo is just of the spread of goodies that was there, and I add those adorable ghosts onto that photo and then turn it into a little pocket as well for an additional group photo of the kids. Now we're on to this photo of my gym. From my gym, they host an annual event called Hell Week. So they posted this photo on Facebook and Instagram, and I just stole it essentially and added it to my own album. So super hard workouts for the week. You complete 5 of the 8 workouts and you get a free t-shirt. So I added that photo, and then I added a photo of my friend Carla and I finished. We finished and we took a photo of ourselves, and we were just so proud that we had completed it. I added this huge ephemera piece of the house, and it sticks off the card, and I really wish I would have just left it sticking out. I don't think it would have hurt anything sticking out, but I trim it, and I don't like the way it looks. I wish I would have just left it, but I add a little chipboard costume kid, and it's super cute. Super simple, but super cute. So now we're on to all things Halloween. We're carving pumpkins. I really liked this white sticker that said keep calm and eat candy. This, again, sentiment is found elsewhere in the album, but I don't mind repeating those things. I just really liked the way that the white sticker looked. Have a few photos of Adeline and Nora and Erin carving the pumpkin. Erin did take a photo of me also, but it was so atrocious because I had worked out earlier that day and my hair looked just like crazy, so I didn't really want to include that. Added a few of the vellum stickers paired with the holographic stars, and just really wanted to keep it simple. I do add this Frankenstein sticker, not really realizing that when I place this photo into the pocket, the Frankenstein is going to be right next to the witch. I'm just kind of realizing that right now as I'm putting it in, and I actually don't mind the way it looks. It's not terrible, so I just leave it. And then on the reverse is another Frankenstein, so um, it doesn't bother me, but I'm trying to let these things go. Usually it would bother me, but it is what it is. So now we're on Halloween, which is so exciting. There's so much stuff happening for Halloween Day. I have some photos here from my school. We did a pumpkin decorating activity where kids decorated a pumpkin to look like their teacher. The teachers dressed up like storybook characters, so I'm dressed up as the rainbow fish. So I have a group photo of some teachers, and then I have a class photo in behind, and I'm just adding some pumpkins there to go with the pumpkin theme. Aaron and some of his coworkers dressed up, which has never really happened before, so I was so happy that he grabbed a picture and sent it to me. It was really cool. I love having him in my albums as well. It doesn't always happen, but I really try to include everyone that is around. So obviously Erin, myself, Adeline, Nora, and even our dog are represented throughout the album. That's really important to me to just have everyone kind of included. This super cute cut apart sheet that says Happy Halloween, and with the costume kids is super cute, so I just added that in a 3x4 page protector. I had run out of tabs that I had punched, so I just quickly punched that out. I made a little mistake there and didn't leave enough room when I punched, so it came out in 2 pieces instead of one nice folded piece, but I just adhered them together and then stapled it onto the page protector. I left these photos of the girls in costume. Pretty much, I just left them alone. There wasn't a lot of space to add embellishments without covering up parts of their costumes. So I do add one little chipboard piece to this photo and then call it good. The girls actually had two costumes because it got a little bit chilly Halloween night. So for months we've been planning these costumes of the Good Witch and the Bad Witch from Wizard of Oz. So luckily when I got home from work that day, I was able to take quick pictures of them outside. It wasn't too cold yet. And then when it was actually time to go trick-or-treating, we changed to warmer costumes. That's just like a Canadian problem we have. So thankfully we had warmer costumes and the girls were still super excited about that. But I liked pairing this witch chipboard piece next to Nora in her witch costume. So that was super cute for me. And then another one of those I love you so much it's scary ephemera pieces. Adding just a few things to this cut apart on the reverse side. I guess you'll see it a little bit later. But the ephemera pack came with this frame that's at Halloween, and it fit perfectly with this crazy selfie of Erin and I out and about. The girls were trick-or-treating, and we were just standing on the sidewalk, so I took a quick picture of that, and I'm so glad to have that too. I did try to take like a family selfie of us, but it was dark, and you know how the phone cameras don't always have the best quality when the light isn't good, so yeah. Adding another punch, this is also another one of my favorite patterns in the collection is this polka dot, this navy polka dot, so I'm just adding that to this shaker pocket card. And here's a picture of the girls in their warmer costumes. So Nora was an owl and Addie was a cow, and people loved these costumes. I'm not sure why. I mean, they're super cute, but like the people just really loved them. I think it's just because there's not the normal like superhero or witch and that kind of thing. So yeah, just added that massive house chipboard piece and some Halloween themed stickers and call it good. And then we're on the last photo of the album, which is super exciting. So I took a picture of all the candy. We counted all the candy and we got over 300 pieces of candy, and so I wanted to take a photo of all that. Added that trick-or-treat chipboard that I had picked out for a previous card but didn't end up using, and then just added a label sticker. So that's it. I just do a quick flip through. It's fat, but it's not terrible. So it's not like totally busting out like it was before. And then when I'm done an album, I like just to go back and try to use up as much of the stuff I have left over as I can. So the puffy stickers had come with some like stars and asterisks kind of shapes that I hadn't used yet. So I kind of just sprinkle those around here and there. So you'll see me quickly going through. And then towards the end of the album, I had placed a sticker on the outside of the page protector on one of the shaker pocket cards. So I wanted to see if there was any other opportunities to do that elsewhere in the album. But instead I just kind of add things to the tabs and just seeing if colors match other places. Thought about using some more of these holographic hearts throughout, but didn't really find a place for them. Yeah, so I just like to kind of see if my leftover pieces fit anywhere else. Also wanted to make sure that my album is cohesive as far as like adding doodly borders throughout. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing, like if I have to take a break, I forget that I had done this kind of thing throughout, so I wanted just to make sure that it's consistent. And when I started my album, I thought, hey, how come I didn't decorate the front inside cover? So I think it's because I didn't want to use up stuff that I might want to use throughout my album. So I just went through the ephemera and grabbed a few things, and then these vellum stickers worked really well on the craft on the back cover, so I wanted to scatter those throughout the front cover as well. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I will post a share video in the next few days or so. Share. And yeah, thanks again. We'll see you soon. Bye.